Riley Spence, aka King Cruff. You're watching the Lighter Juice interview. So I was raised in Kingston, Jamaica. Spent like 17 years of my life there, but fun fact, a lot of people don't know, I was born in London, Ontario, but after like I was 1 year old, my mom took me and my brothers and we moved back down to Jamaica. I'm the only one of my brothers that was born Canadian, technically. You know, Canadian, but Jamaican at the same time. Started writing like when I was 13. I was raised in a musical family, like my uncles and my aunties, my grandma, my grandfather, all of them were into music. It was kind of like just around me all the time. Was trying hard not to do music when I was growing up. I don't know, eventually I was like, this is something I really enjoy to do. I just like the process of creation, honestly. Like a concept and seeing it come together, like all the things that you have to do to put it together, like whether it's a song, you're going to the booth, you write it down, or whether you're writing a book, you get your pen or you type it up, or like when you're making a movie, or even just like when you're setting up a stage for a show, you have to get all the mics ready. I know this is a common answer with most of the rappers, but like I feel like I'm trying to find my style. Like a lot of people kind of peg me as like, you know, super lyrical, super like old school, but I kind of feel like I try to do different things. Ultimately, I just want to kind of like move towards a rap reggae type of style and try and bring those two genres together. Back home, Cruff is someone who doesn't really have a lot of ambition. You know, doesn't really carry yourself well. When I'm in high school, I didn't really care. I just did whatever I felt like, you know what I'm saying? And people call me Cruff all the time. Even though not really knowing like the ambition that I had and all the ideas that I had going on. Kind of flipped it on them. King Cruff. As I said in one of my songs, The Legend and the Low Life goes together. You know what I'm saying? Lemonade. Yo, I'm addicted to lemonade right now. Like, that's definitely my favorite drink. My fridge is filled with lemonade. It's so bad. Probably a sloth. Sloths are just chill. But yo, someone told me the other day that like they can kill people easily with their 3 claws, so that's kind of scary. But they're still like just chilling all the time, kind of like me. Really just like loyalty and honor, just being able to like fess up when you've done something wrong. Can't really hang out with someone who like mess up and they try to like argue about why they were right. It's a big quality to be able to be like, yo, I was wrong. Let me just be like forthright about it and not to backstab me. Up here, you can make your money, but you can't really be like happy with it because there's like bills and there's like, you always gotta be on the road. Like even to like, it's a busy day for you guys, you know what I'm saying? A busy day for me all the time. When you're in Jamaica, it's a little bit more relaxed, but it's a little bit harder to make your money. That's really the biggest parallel that I noticed between the two. Probably Bugs Bunny. Yeah, because Bugs Bunny always uses his brain. Quick tangent, I have this shirt that has Daffy Duck on it. There was one right beside it that had Bugs Bunny on it, and I wish I got that one instead. I can never find that shirt ever again. That's it, end of tangent. I think there's definitely an afterlife. Can't really say if it's like heaven or hell, but I definitely think like the essence is left behind or there's another plane of existence or whatever. I don't really think the world just like, it's just black. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Definitely something after. Favorite movie of all time is The Lion King. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a real story of redemption. Simba leaving his home and then coming back as like the savior. You know, that really speaks to me a lot. My family and the people that are close enough to me that I call them family. It's always love. They keep me standing. I want foresight. I want to be able to see things that before they happen. Like not far into the future, but just enough that I know what decisions to make are the right ones. Kendrick, Andre 3000, Chronixx. The most important really is like I said, my uncles and my aunties. Like people in my family, like I've studied their works. I love everything they've done. Like I wouldn't really say it's a weird thing, but people always tell me I smile a lot. And sometimes I don't really mean to be smiling, but it's like I'm just smiling anyways. It's a blessing and a curse because then people feel like you're more friendly and they want to like approach you. Sometimes people feel like you want to like talk to them and I'm like, oh, over there, so I don't want to talk to you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, save your money. Watch out who you're friends with because not everybody's got your back. I think those are really the two most important things. Spend some time with your family. I really want music to be the full-time thing, but I actually work a lot of side jobs. But it's kind of cool at the same time because almost all of my side jobs have to do with like music or audio. I'm starting to do like location recording and stuff like that. Like the more things that progress, they get better. Like with medicine and stuff like that, that's dope. It was like 100 years ago, people would be dying off of most of the things that we got now. But then as things progress, we find more things to like destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? Like weaponry gets better, just doesn't work. The more we move forwards, the more we move backwards. That's basically it. What I've been realizing is that I'm not really into like drip or like designer clothes. I kind of like rocking more like upcoming brands that I know of. Like right now I'm wearing the Living Legends, you know what I'm saying? That's some Lexion Brown, aka Jag Hooligan. That's his govy. But yeah, this shit looks lit because when I put it on, I feel like a fucking living legend. We never die type of thing. And I like supporting like different type of clothing. Got some of your guys' clothing too. You know me? My goal is to like try and get as much local drip as possible. Yeah, so need to get some STR shit. I low-key feel like it's more original to wear like, you know what I'm saying? I need to stop saying you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's in every single question. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting into the habit of like just writing my songs in the studio. Like just playing the beat there and then just writing it all there. For a long time, I've done the whole like sitting down, writing. I think the best way to answer that question is that I don't really have one specific style. It just depends on like how I feel the process is going to go. That's how I'm gonna do it. And usually the results are okay. So I love writing in my bedroom, you know what I'm saying? And in the studio. Those two places for sure. My family, literally just like my mom and my 3 brothers. That's it. Spider-Man. Spider-Man was like the first superhero I ever heard of. Batman. Because Batman, it's the same thing with Bugs Bunny. He's always like one step ahead. He always knows like what his opponent's gonna do. Out of all the superheroes, Batman is just unstoppable. It's not my favorite, but most recently I have this song with Typo. Chip on my shoulder the size of a Grammy statue. I feel like that was like, you know what I'm saying? It's imagery, like it sounded kind of sick. I want to be a scientist. First I wanted to do music, and I was like, nah, not really feeling music. Then I wanted to be a scientist. I don't know, bro. I was just really into like Dexter's Laboratory and Jimmy Neutron, and I was just like, yo, that shit's sick. Like these guys smart. Like I want to be that smart. Family first. My most recent one is being able to read the signs. I'm sure y'all heard it. Once you take a goal or you've almost realized what your destiny is and you start working towards it, the universe will conspire to make sure it happens for you. It'll put the signs up for you. But you have to have that skill to be able to read the signs and be like, okay, this opportunity is right for me. This is the direction I need to go. Maybe it might take a little bit longer, but that's just like the right path. There's definitely artists who've been blowing up who just been like, I just went in the studio and had fun with it. Which actually isn't even like bad at all. Like you could do that too. But I feel like once you're in a certain position, you have to be like, am I going down this direction or am I going down this direction? Maybe how much funding do I want to put behind a certain thing? You gotta plan everything. From your character, your branding, your image, to how you want to network with other people. Strategy, tactics. Keep doing what you're doing. And sometimes in life you gotta be selfish. But don't be selfish if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to look to the person beside you and be like, yo, come, let's build something. You're not only in this alone, like you gotta have some people with you. It's probably the most important thing to me. Definitely you can build your own thing on yourself, but eventually people are just going to flock to you that you're either going to be like, yo, I don't really like your vibe, or that you're going to be like, yo, like you're my boy. I don't necessarily have like a label or a clique, but I have people who I know I can depend on and who I know that have just as much talent as I do, if not more. In the end, we'll all just grow and like build each other up. In the Bash interview, he was saying how he has been in the London scene for a long time. Me and Bash came into the London scene at the same time, and back then it was, as he said, a very traditional boom bap type sound. When we were coming up, people didn't really want to take, I'll even speak for myself, people didn't really want to take to me that much. Like the old heads used to think my sound was too new. Some of them were really supportive, like Axel or Sunshine or Tyler Hetherington. Love those people to death. But some people were kind of like, yo, nah, I don't really like his sound, it's too different. That kind of mentality made the scene suffer. Now we have this new scene where we have artists like More Money, 2 Times, Lil Dimes, you know what I'm saying? Like doing their thing. Have this new type of sound that if it came through like 5 years ago, they wouldn't really have like accepted as much. I'm glad we're in a position where new experimental sounds can come through. The reason why the London hip hop scene was a little bit stunted was because everybody was kind of like not really for each other, but for themselves. Oh, this guy's a goof, or this guy is with my ex, or oh, this guy owe me money. And that kind of made people like have that separation. I'm hoping that now with this new type of scene, we can like learn that we're supposed to have our teams, and at the end of the day, when we all come to a show, it's not an idea of, yo, I'm on this side and you're on that side. It's like, yo, what's happening? Who are you? When we gonna get this working? You know what I'm saying? That'd probably be the best for the London scene. People can find my music on Spotify, under King Croft, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Tidal, all platforms, YouTube. You're gonna have some music videos coming out soon. Shout out to the Lighter Juice boys, you know what I'm saying? Some new looks, urban flavors, look out for that. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm working on like features, projects on the side, all that type of stuff. No matter what, you're going to see King Croft. Them I got tired to see my face. That's all I'm saying for now. Shout out Collapsy, shout out Jag Hooligan, shout out Solo YT, shout out Tiffany Chantel, shout out Smoothie Music Studios. My sound wouldn't be as up without Smooth. Shout out Who's Naughty, shout out my mama. Love you, Stephanie. So blessed love, this was King Croft. Thank you for watching the Ladder Juice interview.
The saga continue.